Hello everyone, welcome back to English Fluency Teacher. Today we talk about think in English, speak in English. Thinking in English and speaking in English is one of the most powerful habits you can build if you truly want to become fluent. Many learners struggle because they first think in their native language and then translate into English. This process is slow, confusing, and often leads to mistakes. When you learn to think directly in English, your mind becomes faster, your sentences become more natural, and your confidence grows. This change does not happen in one day, but with daily practice and simple methods, anyone can learn to think and speak in English naturally. The journey begins with understanding that English is not just a subject, it is a living language that you must use every day in small ways. You do not need perfect grammar to start. You do not need a big vocabulary to begin. What you need most is the willingness to try, to make mistakes, and to keep moving forward. When you decide to think in English, you are training your brain to accept English as a normal way of expressing ideas. At first, your mind may feel tired or confused because it is used to your native language. This is completely normal. Just like learning to walk or ride a bicycle, your brain needs time to adjust. Start with very simple thoughts. For example, when you wake up, say in your mind, I am awake. When you brush your teeth, think, I am brushing my teeth. When you eat breakfast, think, I am eating breakfast. These small sentences may seem too easy, but they are powerful. They teach your brain to connect actions with English words directly, without translation. Another important step is to use simple words and short sentences. Many learners believe that using difficult words makes them sound smart. Native speakers often use simple words in daily conversation. For example, instead of saying, I am experiencing extreme hunger, you can say, I am very hungry. Instead of saying, I am fatigued, you can say, I am tired. Simple language is strong language. When you focus on simple words, you can speak faster and with more confidence. Practicing in front of a mirror is also a very useful technique. Stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself in English. You can talk about your day, your plans, your feelings, or anything you like. At first, you may feel shy or strange, but remember that nobody is watching you. This is your private practice time. Look at your mouth as you speak. Try to pronounce words clearly. Smile. Encourage yourself. Say things like, I can learn English, I am improving every day, and I am not afraid of mistakes. Positive self-talk builds confidence. Listening is just as important as speaking. When you listen to English, you learn how words are pronounced, how sentences are formed, and how ideas are expressed. Listen to English videos, songs, podcasts, or short stories every day. Choose content that matches your level. If the content is too difficult, you may feel frustrated. If it is too easy, you may feel bored. Find a balance. When you listen, do not just hear the sounds. Pay attention to the words and try to understand the meaning. If possible, repeat what you hear. This is called shadowing. You listen to a sentence and repeat it immediately. This improves your pronunciation, rhythm, and fluency. Reading is another powerful habit. When you read English, you see how sentences are written and how ideas are organized. Start with simple texts such as short stories, children's books, or easy articles. Read slowly and carefully. If you find a new word, try to guess its meaning from the context before using a dictionary. Write down new words in a notebook and make your own sentences with them. This helps you remember the words better. Speaking with friends in English is one of the best ways to improve. If you have friends who are also learning English, make a rule to speak English together for a few minutes every day. You can talk about simple topics like food, hobbies, school, work, or daily life. Do not worry about mistakes. Mistakes are a natural part of learning. Every mistake teaches you something new. The more you speak, the better you become. If you do not have friends who speak English, you can still practice. You can talk to yourself, record your voice, or even speak to virtual assistants or language apps. Recording your voice is very helpful because you can listen later and notice your mistakes. You may hear that you speak too fast, too slow, or not clearly. This awareness helps you improve. One common problem for learners is fear. Many people are afraid of making mistakes or being laughed at. This fear can stop you from speaking. You must understand that everyone who speaks English well today was once a beginner. They all made mistakes. They all felt nervous. The difference is that they did not stop. They kept practicing. When you make a mistake, do not feel ashamed. Instead, think, "Good, I am learning." Every mistake is a step forward. Consistency is more important than perfection. It is better to practice English for 15 minutes every day than to study for 3 hours once a week. Daily practice keeps English fresh in your mind. It becomes part of your routine, like brushing your teeth or eating breakfast. Choose a time each day for English practice. It can be in the morning, afternoon, or night. The most important thing is to be consistent. Another helpful technique is to label objects around you in English. For example, write "door" on a small piece of paper and stick it on your door. Write "table" and stick it on your table. Write "mirror" and stick it on your mirror. When you see these words every day, you naturally remember them. You can also say the words out loud when you see them. This strengthens your memory. Try to think in English about your feelings. For example, if you feel happy, think, "I am happy because," and complete the sentence. If you feel sad, think, "I am sad because." This helps you express emotions in English. It also makes your thinking more natural and personal. Writing is another way to practice thinking in English. Keep a small journal and write a few sentences every day about your day. You can write about what you did, what you saw, what you learned, or what you want to do tomorrow. Do not worry too much about grammar. Focus on expressing your ideas. Over time, your writing will improve. When you learn new grammar rules, try to use them in your own sentences. Grammar is important, but it should not stop you from speaking. Many learners wait until they understand all grammar before speaking. This is a mistake. You can start speaking with basic grammar and improve gradually. Language is learned through use, not just through study. Surround yourself with English as much as possible. Change the language on your phone, computer, and social media to English. Follow English-speaking pages or channels. Watch English movies or TV shows with subtitles. At first, you can use subtitles in your native language, then switch to English subtitles, and finally try without subtitles. This process trains your ears and eyes to understand English naturally. Pronunciation is important, but you do not need a perfect accent. Many people around the world speak English with different accents. What matters most is clarity. People should be able to understand you. Focus on pronouncing words clearly and speaking at a natural speed. Do not rush. Take your time. Set small goals for yourself. For example, you can set a goal to learn 5 new words every day, or to speak English for 10 minutes every day. Small goals are easier to achieve and help you stay motivated. When you achieve a goal, feel proud of yourself. Motivation is the fuel of learning. Remember why you want to learn English. Maybe you want a better job, better education, or to communicate with people from other countries. Keep this reason in your mind. When you feel tired or lazy, remind yourself of your goal. Sometimes you may feel that you are not improving. This feeling is normal. Progress in language learning is not always visible. Some days you feel good, and some days you feel stuck. Do not give up. Trust the process. If you practice regularly, you will improve, even if you do not notice it immediately. Another useful method is to think in English before sleeping and after waking up. At night, think about what you did during the day in English. In the morning, think about what you will do during the day in English. These quiet moments are perfect for practice. You can also use pictures to practice thinking in English. Look at a picture and describe it in your mind or out loud. For example, you can say, I see a man. He is sitting. He is drinking coffee. The weather looks sunny. This simple exercise builds vocabulary and sentence structure. Do not compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at a different speed. Some people learn fast, and some learn slowly. What matters is your own progress. Compare yourself to your past self, not to others. Celebrate your small successes. If you understand a new word, celebrate. If you speak a full sentence without translating, celebrate. If you watch a video and understand some parts, celebrate. These small victories add up. Learning English is a journey, not a race. There is no finish line. Even native speakers continue to learn new words. Enjoy the process. Be curious. Be patient. Be kind to yourself. When you think in English, you give yourself freedom. You are no longer trapped in translation. You can express your ideas faster and more naturally. You can connect with people from different cultures. You can open new doors in your life. Start today. Start now. Think in English. Speak in English. Use simple words. Use small sentences. Practice every day. Listen, read, write, speak. Make mistakes. Learn from them. Keep going.